Hey guys, this is Mike Verno with Rhino Machinery, and today we are at SWAT, and I'm here with Randy. Randy, tell me a little bit about SWAT and what you guys do.
So what we do, SWAT, stands for Servicing Welders across Texas. We service Miller machines, Lincoln machines, Hobart, plasma cutters, just a little bit of anything we can get our hands on. Today what we have here, nice little project, we're working on a Miller Dimension 652. So as we receive this unit, it's coming in a little dirty. You can tell it's been used and everything. One of the things we want to focus on is checking all these output studs, the corrosion and stuff like that. We're going to get it up, clean it up, make sure we've got good connections so it's ready to work. If you want to step over here, I'll show you. This would be stage 1. So as you go along, you can see this is stage 2. We've come in and replaced output studs. Got new studs on there to where you'll have good connection. New faceplate on the front to where the consumer and customer will know what they're doing, know how to set the machine. Coming on the side here, we went through and cleaned chassis grounds, chassis commons, backside of output studs here, capacitors to chassis, everything, all your safety, your voltage protection, your protection spikes, all of that we've been through. We've blown the machine out. We've taken all the fans, making sure the fans are moving freely, and just an overall good inspection of the unit to make sure when it leaves SWAT that it is what the customer wants. So the next step will have to be step 3. We take these guys, we'll come over, and we will run a load bank test. So this machine here is, like I said, dimension 652, rated output is 650 amps at 44 volts. So we'll go ahead and power this tool up. So as you can see here, we're set down on lowest setting right now, 3.8 volts at 56 amps. On load bank, we're showing 60 amps at 3.7 volts, so we're about where we need to be. The unit's always going to be a little hotter than your load bank. So what we're testing here is just the functionality of the 3 different processes. We have MIG welding, we have stick welding, and we have hot start on and off. Then you have your dig for your arc on your rod. So just real quick, testing the dig here, we're on 56 amps. You start increasing your dig. As you can see on your load bank, you'll watch the numbers come up. We've got adjustment there, it's what we want to see. We'll come down here and check our course range for amperage. Again, this is a 650 amp unit, so as we inch this guy up, we want to make sure we're not going from 100 amps to 300 amps. If you want to set it 250, you'll have that adjustment. So as we come up, let's see here, it's about 650 right there, 667, and we are at 710 amps. So this unit is doing more than what it's capable of. So that's what you want to see. So we'll come through, we'll check each process for output and adjustment. Good. Down to the MIG section. All the way good there. The next step we're going to do is flip it over to the remote output. Simulate you having a MIG welder. Take this nice little jumper we've made here. Plug this little guy in. We have remote output. This is simulating you sitting there squeezing a trigger on your MIG gun while you're welding. You want to test it here? We've got adjustment in our remote. So then that's what we're looking for. So that is step 3. That's a load bank. We test this guy to make sure it is going to do everything it's supposed to. We run them long enough to make sure the fan is going to come on. That way it's not going to overheat when you get out on the job and start welding with it. The final stage, step 4, I kind of call this our skinning stage, if you will. We've got new sheet metal on here, Mike. New safety stickers, new paint on the front, like I said, decals, output studs, just about everything this machine should have when it comes out the door. So, I mean, you'll have all the information on the machine that you should have. You will have a pigtail and a plug if you would like. This is a 480 3-phase plug. The machine is strictly a 3-phase unit. You can hook them up to different voltages between 230 all the way to 575, but it is a 3-phase unit. Also on this, we are pairing them with a suitcase wire feeder. Here's one sitting on top that will be sold with this unit. Just a quick run through on your suitcases. You've got your pigtail or your whip where your welding lead comes in. You've got your flow meter right here to adjust your CO2, mixed gas, whatever you prefer. Then on testing this guy, we'll actually power it up. We're going to check the functionality of the flow meter, check the functionality of the air solenoid on the inside. We will test the drive roller system, make sure that you have full adjustment on your wire speed. Other than that, we're cleaning the guys up and putting a new sticker on them and calling them good to go.
Awesome. So when we have these put together, what we have is a full package Miller Dimension 652 paired with a Miller Extreme 12 ES
wire feeder. Right.
And a remote ready to go to work.
This tool is ready to be set in your fab shop, hooked up, and go right to production.
And it's important to point out that SWAT is a certified Miller repair facility.
Yes. We've been sent to Appleton, Wisconsin. We've been to Miller over there. We went to the SE1, SE2 class, so we're certified with Miller. We've done the same with Lincoln. So, we're definitely learning like any company is, but we like to say we're getting good at what we're doing, and
Y'all are even really good at what you do.